I'll call you when we're ready.
Are we good? We're on.
All right, welcome to Route 22 here in the heart of Dry Prong, Louisiana for it's going to be week number 6
That's it.
of the Grand High School
We're
Cougars.
rolling.
Well, I'm telling you, we were rolling through of the Grand High School Cougars Coaches Show, and I tell you what, if you're not here, obviously, if you're watching, you're not here, but I would encourage you to come down because I'm telling you, it smells good in here. For a guy that's trying to lose some weight, Coach, it's tough. It's tough.
I understand.
But we are glad to be here to bring you the Coaches Show tonight. With me, as always, is the Coach, Thomas Laborde. Coach, how are you doing? I'll get to this one over here.
I'm just excited. District week. It's another level of football. We're excited to go to Peabody and see our Cougars come out with a W.
Yeah, you know, the district week, you know, they always call that like the second season or there's a lot of names they use for it. But it's when the sledding gets really tough and these games get really important. And we have probably the best guy around to lead our Cougars into district week.
I don't know about all that.
Head coach of the Grand High School Cougars, Coach Jarvous Felton. Coach, how are you doing, man?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Been a busy week.
For those of you, you probably already realize we're on a different night this week. We're on Thursday night as opposed to our usual Tuesday night. And so we're kind of deep into the week, but I want to back up a little bit and talk a little bit about Friday night. It was homecoming week. We talked about the challenges of that and all the different things going on. And the Cougars played a struggling program. And that's not in any way a slight towards those football players or those coaches because they played and coached their hearts out. Yeah. But nevertheless, it was one of those games where going into it, we expected the Cougars to do some big things, and indeed, you guys delivered. 56-0 shutout. A lot of the starters were done before halftime, and you know, sometimes that's kind of hard for a coach to evaluate. You know, in a game like that where you know it's a little bit lopsided in the competition. But what are your thoughts on the game? I mean, you expected them to really light the scoreboard up, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, that's something we, you know, kudos to Bolton because we were once that. So I completely understand the struggle of a program, and to see those kids out there on the sideline just kind of set my mind back. And once upon a time, Grand High School was that.
Yeah.
It humbles you, and it's a true testament of all the hard work that our community has done, our administrators have done, and the coaches that went through Grand High School to help build where we're at now. So it's an honor to see where we're at and where we're headed. Our guys took that challenge very well. There was a lot of distractions this past week. And I told the kids, like I want you to have fun. Like, I don't want you to go around and don't think that you can't have fun. Like, hey, at the end of the day, you're still a kid. But understand, hey, when it's time for football, like, we're locked in, we're focused, and we're preparing for the mission that we have to accomplish on Friday. So they did a really good job. You know, we had a really good week. On Wednesday, we got to go to the elderly. We went to both nursing homes here in the community. Our kids got to do some line dances with them, passed out some towels, and played a couple games with them. At the Colfax nursing home and the one in Pollock, and then on Friday, we went to both elementary schools. And those kids were super excited about that.
Like superstars that come there.
Yeah, so that was fun, man. It's creating a culture, man. That's where it all begins. You can have all the X's and O's you want, but you got to dive in and you got to create a culture, and that's what builds programs. So.
You know, I appreciate our viewers may or may not know, may not remember. I pastor a church, and I also go to a nursing home and do a little ministry there during the week. And I want to tell you, I appreciate you for bringing those football players over there to just visit with them,
Yeah.
just fellowship with them.
Yeah.
They did some line dancing.
They did some line dancing, man. We got some videos to prove it. Jared does our videographer for us, so check out the next episode. You'll see some of those elderly up there line dancing. So it's exciting.
G before me,
Before me.
That's a great thing. Going back to the football game, for the second week in a row, you got to see a lot of your younger players come in and contribute. Again, some of those kids that kind of stood out at Vidalia, you saw them do it again.
Absolutely.
So that's got to be encouraging, right? See a repeat performance. I guess you could say it was not like a one-off deal.
Yeah.
They went out there and did their thing again.
I mean, Jaden Morton gave them a great message to the team because I've told the kids, like, this is your team. So you have to take ownership. Like, it needs to become more than just us coaches talking about it. Like, you are seniors. You're trying to leave a legacy. How do you want your story to be told? And he gathered a team around and was like, hey, young guys, like, we're not going to be here next year.
Yeah.
So when your time comes, when your name's called, you need to be ready. You need to be locked in. You need to be ready to go. So they took their ownership, and we saw it on Friday.
Jaden Moore, we had him on last week and talked to him, and I had no idea that young man was so chatty.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a talker.
Yeah, he was. He just kept going and going and going.
He did, but I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Great kid. Great kid.
That's great to hear. When you did have the starters out there, we saw some different things. Coach, we have a great athlete, great football player in Ahmad Sykes, and it'd be so easy to just turn around and hand him the ball, right, in that situation. But we saw Miles throw the ball, and I'm talking about throw some pretty balls.
Yeah.
So looking forward going into, and we'll talk a little bit more about going into that district stretch, having a quarterback that can, do that. I mean, I know you don't want to put a whole lot on camera, but to just see him go out there, because that's something we really just hear there. But when the number ones are out there, we saw him throwing the football around the yard.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Miles, by the way, here in a little while.
He's not excited about it.
He doesn't want to talk.
Hey, but Miles is a very humble guy. He's one of those kids, like, when it's time for team meal, he will let the freshmen eat before him.
Really?
Yeah. He just you don't find many kids like Miles.
No, that's awesome. Coach, you got any thoughts? I've been here running my mouth.
No. Look, taking up airtime. When you tried earlier about a lot of respect for those guys at Bolton. We were there. I was there with you, and we used to look at each other and what are we doing? But a lot of positives from them. A lot of young team. We talked about it on the air.
We did.
When you play a game like that, we talked about you're looking for. We called this play, did everybody do their job? An A+ on everybody. When you guys went back and watched the film, did you a lot of A+s you felt like, or just?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of A+s. Offensive line scored out at 78 overall. So, and we just been looking at consistently throughout the season, like when we scored 60 to 68% or higher offensive line wise across the board, we came out on top. The only game that we scored at 48%, which we had 4 linemen go down, but still, was the Buckeye game, week 2. So it gives that data tells those linemen to understand, hey, you do matter. You do matter.
Right.
That's an interesting metric. I'm obviously the oldest guy here at this table. When I played, it was at the 1980s.
Yeah.
So there really weren't metrics to look at, or you really didn't even think about those things. But that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, to give your offensive linemen something to look at, give them a measurable.
And they're killing themselves to find out when they get there on Monday. They'll find the wall. Where's the numbers? Where's the numbers? Well, how did I score? So
that's outstanding.
Just give them something to look forward to and work towards to up that percentage that they had the previous week. So
that is outstanding. I had no idea. Shows you how old I am and how
dissect everything. These kids here, they're visual. They got to see it visually.
That is amazing. Now we were coming into the coaches show here later in the week, so that tells us that there's you've had more opportunities for practice this week.
He's done with practice.
That's right. He is done with practice, Coach.
Yeah.
And so practice, did you have a good week this week?
We had a really good week. Monday, we had a JV game, so we had to bump it up early because we had to travel to Bunkie down there. So we brought the kids in a little earlier. We went from 11 to 3, so we could be on the road for 4. And then yesterday, we had a really good practice yesterday. Not yet. Yesterday was Wednesday. But Tuesday, we had a really good practice. Wednesday is more of we consider it a no-sweat Wednesday.
Yeah.
So just to break up the load, because when we played, we knocked heads Monday, we knocked heads Tuesday, we knocked heads Wednesday, and if our coaches wasn't happy how we performed that week, we knocked heads on Thursday.
You would put pads on Thursday.
So just the scientific factor behind it and talking to other coaches and other programs is we go full pads on Monday, full pads on Tuesday. Wednesday is more of a slow it down, walk through, question answer, formation-wise, any adjustments that we need to make before we finalize the game plan. And then Thursday, we tune it back up and we put them through a true game situational practice. From stretch to punt, and everything is situational, and we're thudding up.
How about that? You can the product on the field. I think back years ago, you were talking about putting on pads. It was just like full go.
Yeah.
Back
All
in the
time.
day.
Yeah.
Running 40s and gassers after every practice and.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, an old coach told me this, and I was like, God, that stung. He said, I'm trying to win on Friday, not on Tuesday.
Hey, man.
And I was like, all right, if you can change, I can change.
There's a lot of wisdom in that.
He said, the thing that stuck out about Wednesday, he said question and answer.
Yeah.
And, oftentimes it's not the better team that wins, but the most prepared team.
Yeah.
There's so much preparation that goes in. And if the kids know it, man, it's hard to stop them.
That's one, and you combine that with that knowledge and so forth with the athletic ability of some of the players that we've got. Quite a few of them nowadays, whereas in the past you may have one or two athletes, but we've got a plethora of athletes. We got any? We're going into the district stretch here. And oftentimes you're dealing with injuries. You're dealing with starters that are out. How do we look health-wise going into district?
We're fresh, man, and that's one of the things that when I started dissecting this style of practice and the flow of practice that was one of his main things is we had less injuries that year. By this time, typically, knock on wood, and Grant hit, and the years I've been at Grant, about week 5 or week 6, man, we're banged up.
Yeah.
So for the first time overall, we still have Caleb Furman. He's clear, but the doctor wants to be very, very careful.
Sure.
And hold him out one more week. But everybody else, we're rocking and rolling. So
full go.
That's full tilt. So everybody's fresh, everybody's healthy. So I guess it's working, man.
Hey, look, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah. Oh, at first it was a shock. The kids didn't know what to do. And I said, all right, y'all going home on Wednesday. And they was like, they didn't know what to do. So even our coaches, was like kind of just sitting off and just staring at me like, we need to be doing something. I'm like, guys, just see it through. See it through, So now they love it.
I'm trying to win on Friday, not on Tuesday. That
was stung, man.
That's a pile of wisdom in there.
I've heard that one before.
That's wonderful.
That one hit me right there, son. And I was like, and he's an older guy, and he's won meals and championships, and he is a very wisdom guy. Any questions I have, I always call on him. And I said, if he can change, I can change.
Certainly.
So.
Well, that's outstanding. I know Caleb Furman's ready. He wants to play.
Oh, he is chopping at the bit.
I know
man.
He is.
He's so angry at his doctor right now.
But his health is way more important than that. He's young though. He don't see that right now,
That's
but he will. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back in just a few minutes here at Route 22. Come on out, get you some pizza, or man, they got all kind of other stuff on the menu, wood-fired food. But on the back side of the break, when we come back, we talk Grant High School football here, and this is the Grant High School Coaches Show. But we also like to spotlight some of the different organizations within Grant High School. You've seen here on the show some of the support personnel in the band, the dance line, the cheerleaders. But we're going to talk to one of the organizations within the school, the 4-H.
That's it.
And so we're going to talk to the sponsor, Ms. Lambright, and some of the kids that are part of the 4-H club here at Grant High School. But stay with us right here on 446 Sports, the Grant Cougars Coaches Show with head coach Jarvous Felton. We'll be back in just a second.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Welcome back to Route 22, week number 6 of the Grant Cougars Coaches Show. I'm Chad James. With me, as always, is the coach, Thomas Laborde. We talk Grant football, right? But we also like to spotlight some of the organizations at Grant High School. And as you can see on your camera, these folks are not wearing maroon. They're wearing green, and that's because they are with the 4-H club here at Grant High School. And beside me is the sponsor, Miss Lambright, and a couple of the students here. I just realized who this fella was. This is Julio Watkins' son, Eli. How about that? We may have to talk fishing in just a little bit, all right? But Miss Lambright, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Very good, very good. We're excited to have y'all on the show. I'm kind of ignorant. I can sit here and talk football. I can talk fishing, Eli. But when it comes to the 4-H club, I'm kind of ignorant. So could you share with our viewers a little bit about what you guys do and what you got going on?
Okay, so again, I'm Miss Lambright. I'm the advisor for Grant High School. 4-H this year is one of our slogans is to make the best better. So with our 4-H club that we have, we do a lot of our community projects, service projects for our community. We try to get the kids to get some more communication, social skills that today's time, we don't really see a lot of. And with our group here, this is my president and one of our other officers. But we're going to get them to talk a little bit about some of our things that we do. We do shooting sports. We have livestock judging, fishing tournaments.
Yeah.
We do that. We have some robotics, forestry competitions. So we just try to get with the kids and let them be part of something that's more community driven.
Sure.
And been looking forward to growing our club at Grant High School for quite some time. And I think we have about 50 members this year,
That's
which
great.
is the most that we've had in a while.
That's great. My wife is an educator. She's been a teacher for 31 years, and she is often the 4-H sponsor at the school where she teaches. You would think I would know more about it, but I don't.
I don't know anything about it.
But I really, really appreciate some of the things you're telling me here, some of the things you guys are doing. So do y'all go to do they have like a statewide convention or anything like that you guys go to?
There's another part. It's called Junior Leaders, where it's it does with 4-H, where you go through all the state and just do other things like barrel races. We go help there, or there's a thing in November called Act Magic, and that's with all the elementary schools, and they come there. It's like 1,500 kids, and we're just there helping
Yeah.
everybody out.
Cool. This young man right here, his name is Eli Watkins. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. Good gosh almighty. The folks here don't know. My son was on the Grand High fishing team. His dad was the, or is he still the coach?
He backed down last year.
Okay, so he was a little bitty fellow. And to find out that he's a senior, that really makes me feel old. So are you the president of the 4-H?
Yes, sir.
4-H club? What kind of responsibility does that bring with it?
Just to run the meeting, tell everybody what's going on, run the agenda, plan everything.
So have you been in 4-H throughout your entire time in school?
I've been in 4-H since 4th grade.
4th grade. Wow, that's a long
That's
time.
generally when a lot of the kids start, is the 4th grade and elementary.
Wow. Well, my wife's an elementary teacher, so that's
Yes, sir.
You
that
should
would
know
stand
that.
the reason. I should know that. You're right, Coach. I'm ashamed I don't. Well, that's awesome. We got a pretty young lady standing right here. Let's talk to her for just a minute. We only have one extra headset, so we'll give her a minute to get the headset on. Tell us what your name is, dear.
Ella Ferment.
Ella Ferment. Oh, so are you Caleb Ferment's sister?
I am.
I know your dad very well.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, Ella, tell us what grade are you in?
I'm a 10th grader.
10th grade, sophomore. Tell us what you do in 4-H.
I'm the secretary.
Okay.
So meetings, I take the notes. We like to keep the meetings organized as possible. So I just work with the other officers to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Well, very good. So,
you know, in the business world, Chad, I love when meetings run smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And not when people just show up and say, well, let's talk about this and that. And I log off.
kind of tune that out, right?
So that's a big, important job.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So outside of your meetings, what do you participate in any other things as far as your 4-H duties are concerned?
Yeah, I try to, when we have stuff outside of school, like all the things we do with the community, I try my best to make it there. So.
Oh, okay. Well, very good. Ms. Lambright, you got anything else you'd like to share about the 4-H club? Anything our viewers may need to know about? Any events going on here soon?
Yeah, well, this week is actually National 4-H Week.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why we, wanted to come on the show and just
great.
kind of let everybody know that 4-H isn't just a school-wide or parish-wide or even state. It is a national organization.
Yes.
That our kids are very interested in, and they do help a lot. We have a raffle that's going to be coming up here pretty quick.
Oh, well, tell the folks about it.
So
yeah.
we have one of our members, Keegan Simmons, is actually going to be building some wonderful hat racks to put in your homes to raffle off.
I may need one of those because mine are just stacked in the corner.
Well, this is a way to fix that.
Okay.
And Eli's mom was actually nice enough to make us a beautiful Thanksgiving wreath. So we're going to be doing this before Thanksgiving. We're going to be participating at South Grant Elementary's Family Night that's going to be coming up. And we also participate in Children's Day at the Pecan Festival that's going to be coming up. We'll have booths out there. And we're going to be taking up some donations pretty quick, hopefully next week, for some Halloween socks so we can go to the Colfax Nursing Home, and we like to give them, the people, Halloween socks to up their spirits a little bit, and all of our kids play bingo with them. So
I don't know if you could hear us. You were sitting over there, but we were talking a little bit about the folks at the nursing home. I'm a pastor, and I do a nursing home ministry, and that thrills my heart to hear you guys doing that for some of those nursing home residents. That is absolutely wonderful.
The kids love it, the residents love it, and we like going to brighten their days too.
That's wonderful. Well, we are so glad that you guys came on to be a part of the show here tonight. You got anything else? Nothing else you want to share? This is your opportunity. You're on camera.
Now, neither one of you. Now, I'm from Avoyelles Parish. So
Okay.
we're at the redneck south of the river.
Right.
4-H over there was a lot of animal showing.
Yeah.
A lot of livestock. Any of you breeding rabbits, chickens,
Not
cows,
me.
goats?
No?
We did. We showed rabbits.
Okay.
Dutch rabbits.
Okay.
I think we had about 75 at one time.
Oh,
but
wow.
We're not showing them this year, but yeah, I mean, I know
That's what it was when I was growing up, and I'm not that old, Chad, but I'm at 40.
We do. We have some help. Eli's went to a couple of shows and has helped out with people, you know. But we don't have a big livestock group right now.
So do you do, I heard you mention something about forestry before we get out of here. I heard you mention something about that. Are y'all involved in any way with the timber industry or forestry or anything like that?
That would actually be a good question for Eli since he's our forestry guy.
Oh, is he really?
I could switch out.
Yeah, come switch out. Let's talk a little, since we've got a little time here. Let's talk about that a little bit. So I asked Eli if y'all did anything with the timber industry, forestry, anything like that.
Yeah, they started doing a forestry contest a couple years ago, and I'm the only one that does it. But with FFA, there's more kids in FFA than 4-H.
Yeah.
But
I feel like those overlap, do they?
The groups do overlap, yes, a little bit. They do.
Now, what happens in forestry? Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not an outdoorsman, Chad. I go outside, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I joined the forestry competition. What do I do?
So what? I want to
hear you explain. I want to hear him do it.
Yeah, talk about it.
You get there, and they have the contest set up already, and it teaches you a lot of skills, like how to read a compass and how to read a map, and it just shows you how forestry is just being done every day.
Yeah. Do you do any of the? So I'm asking.
Do you judge trees?
Do y'all do any tree identification or anything like that?
They do tree ID, compass and pacing, cruising timber.
Yep.
And disorders and diseases.
Cool. I was a logging contractor for 28 years. That's the reason why I wanted to see if y'all had anything to do with the forestry. I did some things with the Forest Festival, and there were some kids from FFA and 4-H that were there doing some of the competition. So I just wondered if you did any of that. That's cool. Doing forestry stuff and fishing. Tell me about the fishing. Y'all do any fishing? Yeah, she mentioned something about fishing tournaments and stuff like that.
In April, this is our first time doing it. It's going to be out there at Stewart Lake, and it's father, son, or daughter day. Okay. And you can, I don't know how much the price is, but you can go out there, and we're going to have baits and rods set out, and you can go fish. And then I think Wildlife and Fisheries is going to have a fish ID, so you can just teach kids about the fresh water.
That's awesome.
Yes, our first year going to be doing that. So
that's awesome.
We'll be putting that out.
So are you and Landry going to go down there and get the boat out?
Well, I don't know if we'll do that or not. We're glad y'all came on the show. We really are. I appreciate what you're doing in the community and what you're doing in the school and all of those different things. This is Miss Lambright. You're not the sponsor. What did you say you were?
Advisor.
Advisor.
Yes.
For the 4-H club at Grand High School. We got Eli Watkins and Ella Furman. And so we're glad y'all came to be on the show. Go ahead,
They are a part of Grand. It's not Peabody.
No. That is kind of ironic, Coach. We're playing Peabody this week, and their colors are green. But these folks, these good folks, are Grant Cougars. They're just wearing the green colors of 4-H.
Well, we're really glad that y'all, extended the invite for clubs to come out here and kind of talk, and we really appreciate y'all for letting us come.
Well, good deal. Well, we're going to get away and take a break and pay some bills, and we're going to come back with some football players. We're going to talk to them in a little bit, one of them being senior quarterback Miles Futrell. So stay with us right here on 446 Sports, the Grant Cougar Coaches Show, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to the Grant Cougar Coaches Show right here at Route 22 in the heart of Dry Prong. I'm Chad James. This is the coach, Thomas Laborde. We just got through talking to the 4-H at Grant High School and all the things they got going on. And right now we've got a couple of Grant Cougar football players joining us for this segment of the show. Immediately to my right is senior quarterback
/ safety.
And safety, yeah. We're going to ask him the same question we asked Jaden Moore last week. But Miles Futrell is his name, and the young man sitting next to him is also a senior. He is an offensive lineman, and his name is Caleb Furman. We just talked to your sister just a little while ago.
Yeah, she goes on first, more famous.
That's right. She is prettier than him. I'll go. But we're glad you fellas came to join us here on the show. Let me talk to Caleb first. Caleb, you got hurt in the Buckeye game, and so you Coach was telling us earlier when we were talking to Coach how you were just itching to get back out there and play Friday night, but I think they're going to let you sit out another week, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How hard is that for you as a senior football player to have to miss this much time not being able to get back out there and play with your team?
It's hard. I mean, I want to be out there and help, win games, especially because we have a great chance of winning district games this year.
Yep.
It's the best we've been in a while.
Yep.
And I want to be out there and a part of that. So It sucks not being able to, but I understand why I'm not.
Yeah. We were telling the coach earlier, as bad as you want to be out there and as bad as you want to contribute to the team, you being healthy is much more important than that. So what position do you play on the offensive line?
Right guard.
Right guard. Coach was talking a little bit earlier about some of the metrics that they have for offensive linemen that they didn't have back in the day when I played.
They had them. Nobody cared about them.
Nobody cared.
To add them up.
To add them up and just kind of give you something to look at. But he was talking about some of the scoring they have, and you can look at them on Monday when you come in. As an offensive lineman, I would have loved to have had something like that to look at back in the day. What is that? How does that encourage you as an offensive lineman to kind of see a grade there to see how you're doing?
I mean, it helps us know what we need to improve on week after week, and it helps us know how we did.
Yeah.
So it makes us going into whatever game we're going in, whether it's Peabody, Franklin, whatever team we're going to play, it lets us know what we can work on for that week.
Gotcha. So, an offensive lineman's got to do a couple of things. You got pass protection. You got power. You like to run the football. Let me ask you, as an offensive lineman, which one would you rather do?
I like run blocking.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that. I asked one of the guys. I can't remember if it was Madden Blaylock or we had another Owen Stokes in here over the weeks. How does it feel? Look now. Ahmad Sykes is a great running back. He's a great athlete. But there's a lot of plays, as we're calling the game, he'll break one of those long runs. No one touches him. And that is a credit to you guys. the fact that no one touches him, how does that make you feel to see number one go through the hole and nobody touch him and go all the way for a score?
It feels great to know we were a part of that, and the fact that he can't always do that without us. And he's an athlete; he does a lot of stuff on his own.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is because of us, and I'm glad we're able to help him do that.
That's awesome. I used to love to see that running back hit that hole and nobody touch him and he's gone. That's awesome. You know, offensive linemen, coach, they don't get a whole lot of attention unless they do something wrong.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you what, offensive linemen, and people may laugh, but offensive linemen are probably the smartest guys on the football team.
Well, their coaches probably are. You know, as you deal with those 5 individuals week in and week out. You know, what's it? Let me ask you this, because I asked Madden, and I think I asked Owen.
Yeah.
You know, before Coach Cowan, I was coached offensive line, and he and I are both very proud of the kids that have come through. And there's not been a position group in this school that's put more people at the next level than the offensive line.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so you can kind of hang your hat on that. That offensive linemen come out of Grant, and good ones too. So,
Good
ones. What's it like if you know, because I'm sure you got to play with Landon Valley a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Sean McLaughlin. You weren't there for Mark McCoy and some of those guys, but what's it like being the next person in that tradition of talented offensive linemen?
You know, it's an honor because I watched all of them growing up. I watched them all. I played with them. And just see, to know that I'm next, all of us are the next ones up, and that we're able to fill that role that they filled, it feels great. It's an honor.
Yeah, that's you look at, people talk about, when you talk about the next level, you got different colleges they will refer to as DBU or a linebacker U or what have you. I'm always the guy that pays attention to offensive lineman U.
Absolutely.
So there's some colleges that are known for that. To see that at this level in high school, where you sort of have a legacy there of some really good offensive linemen that go on and play at the next level, that's got to be a tremendous honor. We can't wait to see you get back out there and play again, Kelly. Glad that you're healthy and that you're better and ready to go. This guy sitting next to me is also a senior in Grant High School. He's a big talker, so he's probably going to talk a lot. He's going to talk a lot. But his name's Miles Futrell. He is the quarterback. He also plays safety for the Cougars. So, Miles, let me ask you, you're a senior. Not only are you a senior, you're a quarterback on the team. Does that put any pressure on you as far as being the leader and the guy that's, as they say, steering the ship on offense?
For sure. I mean, there's definitely some pressure in that, but it's just try to mitigate it, I guess. Just not pay much attention to it and just try to do your best out there.
You know, we saw Friday night, which a lot of you starters were out by the second quarter. Kind of ran away with that game, and so a lot of you guys came out to kind of take care of yourself. But we saw you throwing the ball around the yard.
I didn't know you could do that.
I mean, like some good deep balls. Tell me a little bit about that. Do you like to throw the ball deep? Do you like to cut it loose, let it rip? They say
it's definitely fun, and it just helps all the wide receivers out there. You know, I'm not really a good passer, but them dudes make up for that. And it's nice.
You threw some pretty nice balls, man. They were right where they were supposed to be.
Thank you.
But you do have you got some good receivers out there.
Now,
for sure.
For our viewers at home, and we've talked about this, there's a lot of little brothers on this team.
Yeah.
A lot of little brothers, and we saw you out there playing safety. His older brother, Caden Futrell, was an all-district safety for us when I was here. You know, are you trying to surpass, him at that safety spot? Absolutely. Does it motivate you a little bit?
Yeah, that's just watching him play. It always wanted me to play there too. So I guess just growing up, I always kind of wanted to follow in their footsteps. But,
He was I coached Caden in Red River, and pound for pound, he was probably one of the hardest hitting.
He was a sawed-off little man, and he could deliver it. Miles got the height.
He's got the length, yeah. I've seen him hit. I've seen him make some hits, but that length, that height going up when you are in coverage and playing defense, I know that comes in handy. Let me ask you this. I asked Jaden Moore. We had Jaden Moore here last week, and I asked Jaden, plays both sides of the ball. Which one do you like better? Do you like playing defense? You like playing offense?
Or punt returner? Because I've seen you back there.
Yeah, he has.
We'll give you a 3-4 option.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like it kind of depends on the game.
Yeah.
Just however you're feeling, I guess. Like sometimes I like defense more, sometimes I like offense more. But yeah, I mean, I can't really choose one. If I had to, maybe defense. But yeah.
They always say defense. Jaden said the same thing. I think they just like to hit people.
I think they do. It's part of the brainwashing that they've gone through.
You had to sit out the Darbone Woods game, and I can remember going down there on the field pregame, was talking to some of the coaches, and I saw you were in your street clothes, you weren't playing, and so how difficult was that? To know that you really wanted to play. I think it's probably a similar question that we asked Caleb. To know that you really wanted to play, you really wanted to contribute, but your situation was, I believe the doctors didn't want you to play to take care of yourself. How difficult was that to stand there and watch you guys play?
Yeah, it was definitely pretty hard. You definitely want to be out there. You try to help out.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you one more question. This is for both of you. Since both of you are seniors, I'll ask you first, Miles. What kind of legacy would you like to leave behind for some of these younger guys?
I just want to. I obviously want to be a good player that they can see, but I actually want to just be a better example, like Christianity and all that. I just want to try to inspire other people to follow God more closely, and I feel like that's the most important thing to me. But definitely, I want to be good on the field. I definitely want to help them out and want to, they give a good legacy. But it's also trying to be a good person that, might inspire them and may not, but just to try to do my best.
That's wonderful. I'm a pastor, by the way. I love to hear that.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Caleb?
I'm the same with Miles. Said I want all the people to look up to me and see me as a good player, but I want to be a good person first. I want them to know me, so they can come talk to, someone they can look up to.
That's awesome. Coach, you got anything else for these boys?
Well, I'm going to ask the quarterback kind of the same question. What's it like? The last few years, I've been able to watch Gage do 7-on-7 and stuff like that. What's it like being able to work with him and have him underneath you? And, I'm sure he is looking up to you, and being able to compete with him and learn off from each other.
Oh, yeah, he's really good. He really is a great quarterback. And it's really just fun because our quarterback position group is close. There's only 3 of us and 4, including the coach. So it's just fun to not just playing with them, but just let the friendship really be able to make, and it's been fun.
What were you able to do with him when he started that Darbone Woods game? Because he had a couple early mistakes, pick 6 and stuff, and then he came out on fire.
He did really good.
Were you able to calm him down? And
I definitely went and talked to him a couple of times, and he seemed pretty calm. I just want to let him know that I'm there for him, whatever. It's all good,
We've talked all year long about, particularly when we talked to Coach Adams early in the year, we kind of got a luxury here on the Grant football team. We have 2 good, very capable quarterbacks, you being the senior and then Gage right behind. Personally, and of course I'm just calling the game, but I've got complete confidence in either one of you. When both of you were out there, and that's wonderful to have. And I'm glad you guys really, feed off of one another and pour into one another. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Y'all got any final thoughts?
This is so far. This is the game of the year coming up.
It is.
It is for you guys. It's the biggest game of the year so far.
Yep.
There's more to come, but I hope you guys are excited for district. This is where he talked about that legacy. This is where it happens.
Yep.
The non-district game, those are fun, get you ready, but this is district. It's familiarity. You play each other every year. You got to listen to it for the year if you win or lose. I hope you guys are just burst through the banner tomorrow night.
I can't wait to see you guys play. The last time you guys played at their place, we lost the game. But I look forward to watching you guys go out there and get your first district win of the year against the Peabody Warhorses. Stay with us. We're going to come back in just a minute and wrap up the Week 6 edition of the Grant Cougars Coaches Show right here at Route 22. We're going to have Coach Felton back with his final thoughts and sort of look ahead to Peabody. But stay right here with us. We'll be back in just a moment here on 446 Sports.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticClub.com.
Welcome back to Route 22, Grant High Coaches Show, here with head coach Jarvous Felton. I'm Chad James. This is the coach Thomas Laborde. We've come to getting ready to wrap up this Week 6 show. But before we look ahead to Peabody, I do want to make mention the fundraiser for the Grant Gridiron Club. The gun raffle they got going on.
That's it, 30 days, 30 guns.
And it started October 1st, did it not? Mm-hmm. And it's firing on all cylinders, huh?
That's it.
I saw what you did there, Coach.
5 for 25.
And you can still buy tickets. I mean,
we got them right here.
Yeah,
we'll meet you anywhere.
Yeah, and so just so you guys know, it's 1 ticket for $25, or you can get 5 of them for $100. So that means you get 1 free ticket, and the beauty of this thing is the numbers stay in, and so if they don't draw your number on day 1, they begin on November the 1st and go through 30 days in November when they start drawing for winners. Your number stays in, so if they don't draw one of your tickets on day 1, it stays in there, and so you've got a chance to win a gun.
And every dollar that you donate, goes to the Grant High football team. There's no administrative fees or anything. That's all money spent on the kids.
Yep.
You wouldn't believe what it costs to run a football program.
Man.
And just Coach Felton knows.
It's kind of expensive, isn't it?
It's very expensive.
And what a lot of our people don't realize is that it is it's not money spent on
wants, it's
pretties and trinkets.
So I was this week, my day job is of course peddling all these goods, as I call it. I was talking to some coaches this week, football coaches, and one of the things they did was they put up on there what it costs just to dress out a kid, from a helmet to shoulder pads to jersey, pants, and cleats. You're at $1,000 just to get them on the field, safely. My goodness.
That's a lot.
Now imagine 60, 70 of these kids that we've got out here.
You've got to, and so a lot of people don't understand. I want to talk before we get into the move ahead to Peabody is the safety concerns. I mean, we're buying equipment, and all of this money from the Gridiron Club goes into that, buying equipment that keeps these kids safe. Not just to look good. Yeah, we want to look good on the football field. What do they say? They want to be dripped out when they go out there.
That's it.
Yeah, they want to be dripped out. But this is so they're safe. There is an expiration date on
helmets,
pads and helmets. I mean, those things.
They have to be reconditioned every year, Chad.
Yeah.
You got to get them, look at them. or otherwise, when they're 40, they're going to be staring at the wall.
Yeah.
Not being able to blink. So,
yeah.
Just to keep the kids safe and play the game. Everybody wants to watch the game. Everybody loves football, the biggest sport in the United States. But to keep the kids safe so that they can have a life after football, please support your local high school teams. Please support, Grant's Gridiron Club. All that money. None of that money goes to administrative fees or anything like that. It's poured into the program.
It's for these boys. So keep that in mind. Get you a ticket for the Grant Gridiron Club. 30 days, 30 guns raffle. It goes straight back into the program. We've alluded to it. We've done more than alluded to it. We've talked directly about it. The district schedule starts tomorrow night.
That's it.
First district opponent is Peabody, and so what are we looking at in terms of a football team? I mean, what do they got? Because I don't know.
I mean, our main focus is for us is staying level and don't buy into the chatter, because they're gonna bark and they're gonna try to get you out of your game. And that's some of the things we've done with them this offseason, just getting in their heads to try to put them in chaotic situations to where they can just thrive through it. And you've kind of seen that throughout the season of our guys now are able to function and to play through a chaotic environment, So they're going to have a loud band. So this week we blared band music all week as high as the speakers could go.
Really?
Yes. So just to get them used to game situational moments, so when they get in the game, they're not – all wide-eyed and nervous and forget what they have to do. So just try to put your kids in the best situation to be successful. So our main thing is just to be us, man, and understand our assignment. Don't make the moment bigger than what it is. At the end of the day, let's try to be the best teammate we can be ourselves and do your job. We're going to try to win it one play at a time. Don't worry about down the road, tunnel vision, how can I win this play? And how can I win the next play? Until that scoreboard says 0-0.
So I think we're going to have a pretty good football game. They always play really hard. If I'm not mistaken, I think the last time we went to their place, we lost. I think
we did. That was the year Jack Hedrick broke his leg.
Jack broke his leg. Going on the road is always hard. There's going to be a lot more pressure involved in this one because it is a district game. We don't have a bunch of strangers here playing one another. We know Peabody. We play Peabody.
Yeah. We've all played them in 7-on-7, so our kids are very familiar with their players. Jamal Washington, the head coach there, I'm very familiar with their coaching staff. Great guys, great team. The quarterback, a younger quarterback in this year. The last one graduated. The number one receiver, the one they have out wide, he's very athletic, physical. And then they have their slot, number 6. He's their go-to guy. He'll be back this week. So just got to maintain him, bundle him up, keep him in the pocket, don't let him have big plays, and then offensively put the hammer down, let's score. Let's get out of there.
Those tight games, those competitive games, we've got some emotional kids on our team.
Yeah.
And when I say emotional, I mean you get look, I know how the game of football is. It's an emotional game. It's a physical game. And so
absolutely. I've said some horrible things to some humans in the heat of the moment of football.
They talk about that on the offensive line. If there were ever a microphone on an offensive line.
When they got grades on they get grades on Monday.
Yeah.
We got Coach LeBoard's tirade during Monday when there was no grades. There were some letters.
Yeah. So I know you guys are coaching them up well to kind of keep their emotions in check and remain focused because if you got an opponent that's chattering, it's kind of. You kind of want to take some of that personal, and you kind of want to respond a little bit after the whistle and things of that nature. So I know you guys are coaching them up, and I'm not insinuating that that Peabody is specifically does stuff like that. It's just that's just the nature of the game.
It's the nature of district.
It is. It's the nature of district football, and I fully anticipate a really good game tomorrow night. You got any final thoughts, Coach?
Well, I'm going to ask him a very hard-hitting question.
Yeah, come on with it.
As the last 4 years, the Peabody game has been the most consistently competitive game.
Yeah.
For the program, as they've been kind of pushing to 4A. You beat them once, lost to them the first year, and now you got them. The rubber match in this 4A district. Is there added pressure you feel like on the guys, where they feel like this is one we got to win this one? Not so much like maybe more so than another game.
Yeah.
Like this is one we know we can line up for 48 minutes and give it to them.
Yeah. No, I mean our guys came in and they understood like, hey, this is what we got to do. This is what we're gonna do.
The business trip.
Yeah, I mean we gave them the Kevin Hester story, Kurt Hester story on how he's battling cancer right now down there in Houston. He's a big time strength and conditioning coach down there. He was at Louisiana Tech for a while. He's at Tulane, and now he's at University of Houston, and how he has not missed a day.
Wow.
I mean, he's battling cancer, and he is out there screaming, and he is getting after those guys, and he is showing the true definition of fight.
Wow.
So it's like, he's willing to die on the field, understanding what God has called him to do. Like, y'all don't have all this talent for nothing.
Wow.
If he can go out there and he is literally battling his life right now, and he has never missed a day of work, I mean, what can we complain about?
Right.
What can your bumps and bruises complain about? Yes, what happened in the last year, was it successful? Yes. But how can you be consistent with it?
Right.
That's the key word, consistent. That's the shift of a team. That's the shift
right.
of a program, of being consistent there.
And I'll say this, win or loss, every game we've seen so far, the competitive nature has been consistent.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that on there quite a bit. And that was, we coached together. It wasn't always that consistent. And I've said it a few times.
Yeah.
It's from first quarter to fourth quarter. It's just, it could be 50. It could be Buckeye 42-0.
Yeah.
They're still playing hard.
Yeah.
And that gets me excited, Chad. I'm like, the shift.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. That is indicative of indeed a culture shift, and you are the man that is steering that.
Yeah, it's not all me, man. I have a great staff. I have a great group of people that backs this program and back this school and this parish, and it's awesome. It's all God, man.
Amen.
We're blessed. We're blessed.
I love that.
God is good.
Amen. Amen. Look, we're going to have church here tonight. I tell you what, we are glad you guys joined us here tonight. We look forward to calling a football game for you tomorrow night. Our Grant Cougars are going on the road to open up district against the Peabody Warhorses. Kickoff is going to be at 7 o'clock, so be sure and tune in to 446 Sports. You'll catch myself and the coach here calling the game for you. For our wonderful producer, Nick. You guys don't see him, but he's over there turning all the knobs and pushing all the buttons.
So I don't have to.
So Coach don't have to.
When I do.
And our wonderful apprentice, a production apprentice.
Alan Simmons. Former Grant Great.
Grant Great. We are glad that he is a part of this. And so for head coach Jarvous Felton, for the coach Thomas Laborde, I'm Chad James. Join us tomorrow night at 7.